the motto became, if our moms like it, we're doing it wrong. I've always felt like I didn't want to trap myself into only working with one project or feeling like my music or music I work with or on has to sound any particular way. I didn't want there to be like any trap. I didn't want to be trapped. I noticed the moon in the mornings. When I was younger, it was covered by other things. Sadness on your face. Well, I felt stronger, you were fading away. We all carry around these secret hopes. I want to guide an emotion when I'm playing with Again for the Win. I don't want to be a subject of my own, turmoils or vices or whatever. I want Again for the Win to like make me feel a certain way. We just got picked up by Deep Elm Records for digital distribution. Again for the Win is more of a connection with people about, trying to have a sincere conversation and being like open to having dialogue and really wanting to talk about that. I kept one light on for months after you were gone. Now that it's warm again, left with this pact I never bent. I caught a glimpse of the sun, sending through the trees. If I look back on our beginnings, all I sense from you is green. Keep up your appearances. Go out of the hole and tell just sit silent for a little while. Then I started working on Play by Numbers. Play by Numbers, I released its first release in 2006. I worked on it by myself, and now we're a 6-piece. We played South by this past year, and we've been recording new stuff. I put a release out a couple years ago under it. With Play by Numbers, I really kind of let the jam take over lately with people in the room. It's really guided by everybody having heard the releases we put out, and that's just starting to take shape in the live situations. Play by Numbers now, we're performing this stuff live for the first time. And so much of what I do with that is like performance with like the pedals and manipulating sounds on the fly. With Play by Numbers, I run an iPad using virtual software to power sounds that go into that. So I have like a whole nother, it's like having, I found the iPad doesn't feel like an iPad when I'm performing with it. It takes on whatever I have it on. Play by Numbers is pretty ethereal. We're playing these shows and we have laser light shows going, and I can't look up and interact with the crowd as much as I can with the other bands. So I find myself tweaking all the sounds, and once I have a breather and I can step back and let the other people do something for a second, I pull my beer up, kind of take a sip of my beer, and there's like lasers going and fog, and people are like, what? And I'm like, what? So it's a good feeling. So Stumble Drunk, I play guitar and I sing. I yell, I guess, I hoot and holler. It's very Texas rock and roll. I can say things, Stumble Drunk, that I couldn't say to the same audience in Again for the Win. Like when we play shows as Again for the Win, we're playing to entirely different sets of people than we are with Stumble Drunk. And people like us for entirely different reasons. I kind of just pretend like no one's listening. I pretend like no one cares at all. And it's cool that it's not that way. If I gave a shit about how much money we made off this stuff, I wouldn't be doing it. You know, why someone would play music so much or dedicate all their free time to doing something that, like, to a lot of people probably see it as unrewarding or not practical, or I don't see it as not practical. I see it as like keeping my sanity. I see it as like having a reason to go to work so I can make records. I go to work so I can come home and make records and do whatever I want to do. The Lines Above Our Heads is the last track on the most recent album, and it's go where you want to be, I am where I need to be. And that's like how the record closes out. To say go where you want to be, I am where I need to be for anything in your life, I hope people do what they need to do to like do what they want to do. Just want to put good music out like over and over, and I want it to be better every single time we put it out, and I want to help people put music out. And I know for all the people who come and play with us every single week in the active projects, how much of a release it is for them during the week to come out and like be a part of what we're doing and to have complete creative input for something and not have to answer to anybody else about it. I want to be a noise that people can't ignore, but not because we're being jackasses or whatever. We just continually put music out, and maybe some people liked it, and that would be cool. You know, if 20 years down the road we used to have like 50 releases and none of them are, you know, more successful than now, I would still be happy because we'd have 20 more releases than we have now. Even if it takes longer to put stuff out as we grow older or whatever. But I see that the opposite. I think we're going to put more records out. It's like a domino effect.